This is one of the biggest polls that has ever taken place in ERLC before. So I asked pretty much every single person within the ERLC community to vote for their best and their worst exotic car in their opinion, and it was a massive vote and the results are in. So in this video we're going to be talking about what the official best and worst exotic car in ERLC is, based on thousands of ERLC players, literally thousands. Let's get straight into it. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Okay, so like I said, this did all start a couple of days ago, almost a week ago now, where I posted a little announcement. You can see this announcement here. I basically sent it in every server I had access to. I sent it in my main Discord server, I sent it in my recording server, and I even sent it in the content creator channel in the official Police Roleplay Community Discord server. So it's fair to say that this was pretty much promoted everywhere. Everyone had the chance to answer this form, or this poll, whatever you want to call it. And it literally has two questions. One, what is the best exotic car in ERLC? Number two, what is the worst exotic car in ERLC? And you guys could pick more than one answer. You could pick, pretty much all of them if you wanted to, and you could choose only one if you wanted to as well. It was completely up to you. And well, it has been a good few days since I posted that about now, so everyone has had a good chance to take their vote and tell what they think is the best and the worst exotic car. Everyone's had the chance to host their opinions, so let's get straight in to looking at the results. Well, here we go. We have 8,787 responses here. That is actually so many responses. Last time I looked at this was a couple of days ago and it had like 2,000, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so many. This is the first time I'm looking at this in ages, and we've got over 8,700 responses. You guys, we can see we can just skip through all of these. Let's just type in a random number, 5,476. Here we go. Let's see what this person put. So the best exotic car, they put all of them. The worst, they put the Strugatti Etor, which we will talk about. Interesting. Let's have a look at someone else random. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what this person put. So they put, oh wow, okay, they think a lot of them is the worst. Okay, let's have a look at 8,787. Let's have a look at the most recent one. Okay, they just ticked all of them. That's boring. Let's go 6,458. Why not? Okay, so this is some very interesting results. We've got this one as the worst, and this one. Okay, this is going to be an interesting little thing. So instead of obviously going through each individual one, that would be ridiculous, we have a summary here. So this bottom bit is blurred for you right now. The top bit is what we are focusing on. What is the best exotic car in ERLC? It's actually just gone up by 1, so you guys are still submitting your answers to this form right now. And well, we can see by quite far the Surrey 650S is overall the best exotic car. It's got 4,770 people have put that is the best. And secondly, we've got the Strugatti Etor. Now I assume this is just because technically speaking it is the best. It's the highest top speed. Technically that's the best. But this whole thing was about comparing the price, the speed, the acceleration, everything, the looks overall. So the Surrey 650S wins, and to be honest, I agree. I would have put this one as one of the best ones in my opinion, because it's not too expensive, but it's also not cheap. It's the second fastest vehicle in the game for the civilian team, and it looks really good as well. Obviously this used to be the Lamborghini, for all of you OGs, used to be the Lamborghini, what was it, like the Reventon I think, and then that got replaced with the Lamborghini Aventador, then that got replaced with the Surrey 650S, which is the McLaren 650S of course. Now in second place we've got, as I said, the Strugatti Etor. Third place we've got the Chevron Corvette 8. This is actually one of my dream cars in real life. I think would be very nice to own. And then the kind of 4th, 5th and 6th are kind of pretty much the same. I mean, we've got the Audi R8 at 2,657, the Ford GT at 2,585, and the Takio Experience, which I think is like that weird looking car, like Hyundai or Toyota or whatever company made it, or like, you know what, I know which one it is in my head, I just can't explain it, and that got 2,608. So to be honest, these are all very close. I mean, what, this is like 49 people different here, and this is like what, 20 people different to the Ford GT. So that is very interesting. And of course the least voted one here was the Chevron Corvette TZ. Maybe that's because it's it's just the cheapest, so it technically might be the worst. Although I think the Falcon Heritage is the slowest, so it kind of makes sense that it was second worst here. But yeah, only 1,700, only 20% of people here, but over 50% thought the Story 650S. Now let's have a look at the worst exotic car here. So it's unblurred now, and we can see this is very, very interesting. So the worst exotic car is the Strugatti e-Tour. 67.5% of people have voted for that. So for saying it's the most expensive, 67% of people think that it is the worst exotic car. And just so you know all of these are true, I'm going to refresh the page. There's going to be no cuts here. As you can see, it's completely came back and it is all the same results. So yeah, 67% think the Bugatti is the worst car. I wonder why that is. I mean, obviously we've only got 23%, 2022, that's cool. Said that the McLaren is it's the least worst, if that makes sense. Most people don't think this is the worst car, so that's very, very cool. Up second, we have the Takeo Experience. I would agree with this. Takeo, is that Takeo? I don't know how you say that. Personally, I would go with this one as the worst. Personally, that's just because I don't like the look of it and I've never really driven it. In fact, I would probably go the Falcon Heritage as a joint worst with that. The Falcon Heritage and the Takeo Experience, in my opinion, are the worst. Obviously, the Falcon Heritage actually did not get too many kind of votes for being the worst, which is surprising. 51% of people did say that it was the worst as well, so half of the people ticked this one, so that is quite a lot. But I mean, the least worst, as we said, is the Story 650S, and then we've kind of got the Chevron Corvette 8 kind of in the middle, mixed very, very closely with the Audi R8. So I guess the takeaway from this video is that the Chevron Corvette 8, the Takeo Experience, the Takeo Experience, the Falcon Heritage, and the Audi R8 are all kind of average. And then for the best one, by far, we've got the Story 650S. Most people voted it as the best, and the least people voted it as the worst. And then I would say probably one of the worst in total would be the Strugatti e-Tour. I mean, 67% of people said that it was the worst, and only 36% said that it was the best. So for saying it's the most expensive, I would advise against buying that one. But yeah, overall, these results are very, very interesting. I would love to hear what you think about all of these in the comments below. I'm not surprised the Chevron Corvette TZ was voted quite highly as the worst, and obviously the least voted for the best. It definitely isn't the best, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it's the worst either. I mean, it is bad, but it's not really bad, you know. It's still good to drive, it's still a good car. Let me know what you think about all of these votes in the comments below. Let me know that if you took this, let me know what you voted for on this little form here, and yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think about this poll. So I guess as an overall, as I've said, these are the results here. If you're looking to buy an exotic car, use this for your advice. But yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. This was a very, very interesting little video poll to do with all of you guys. It was nice to get pretty much everyone in the ERLC community involved, everyone that was bothered enough to take 10 seconds to answer 2 simple questions. Thank you all very much for taking part. If you did take this little poll, it was interesting to see the results, and yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this little video. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, check out everything else from the description, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.